What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA. All right, everybody, we got to return to old Paapa Essiedu, Black Snape himself, and the rumor mills are flying hot and heavy. Everybody's asking this question right here. Has HBO just fired its Snape? All right, because you're seeing rumors everywhere, all over social media, Facebook, X, TikTok, Instagram. People are asking this question. This rumor is out there, and I'm going to answer this question real quick. Has HBO fired Snape? No. Is HBO going to fire Snape? I doubt it. Severely doubt that. Because why would they? They cast him in the role, right? Can you imagine how bad it would look if HBO fired him? You know, like, unless he does something like outlandish and outrageous, like, why would you fire him? You know, it would have to be like something like on a level of like Jonathan Majors or something. It'd have to be something like that, man. That's the only way I can see this dude getting fired, man. If he do some wild shit like that, running through the street with his girlfriend, she's talking about he beat her up or something, it would have to be something crazy, okay? And please, for the love of God, now that I'm saying this, please do not send strippers to this man's house. Big pimpin' rent-a-hoes, our 304s are good to go. Macalicious speaking, how can I help you? Setups, oh, yeah, we specialize in setups. Who we setting up? Hold on. Paapa Essiedu? Who in the hell is Paapa Essiedu? Oh, a UK actor. Oh, okay, yeah, we got folks out there. Hold on, let me get you over to our London office. Don't y'all be calling up nobody trying to get Paapa Essiedu caught up, okay? Don't y'all dare do that shit. But yeah, man, look, I don't think there's any chance in hell that this dude gets fired. Again, he may step away on his own. And it would be because, you know, hey, I don't really want to ruin this series, because if he stays in this, he's going to ruin the series. All right, he's going to ruin the series. There will be racial jokes from now till Kingdom Come if this guy stays in the show. Now, if he steps away and he takes a different role or roles, remember, we talked about that. Give him multiple roles. It's like, all right, you're not going to be Snape any longer. Let's make him Kingsley Shacklebolt, all right? And then let him play like the Centaurs, all right? He can play all the Centaurs. I was just saying Firenes. He could play Bane. He could play Ronan. He could play them all. Like, just play all the Centaurs. Why not? As a matter of fact, I was curious and I went to look it up. Yeah, it was a black dude that was the voice of Firenes in the original Harry Potter movies. So it's like, yeah, let's let him play it. All right, let this dude get over there. Let him jump into Firenes, all right, Ronan, Bane, all of them. You know, along with Kingsley Shacklebolt. He could do the voices. They could do the mocap or whatever. And then he could really flex like all of his acting capabilities. And he's collecting like 3 or 4 checks for all of the work that he's doing. He'll be in it from the very beginning. And then we could get a book accurate Snape that people actually care about. I say do it, you know. But look, there's more to this, all right? We also got a petition that has been launched, all right? And these petitions, look, they're funny because to me, I don't think the people that launch these petitions know how big these petitions need to get in order to get anybody's attention. Here's the petition right here. A petition against Paapa Essiedu playing Professor Snape in the upcoming Harry Potter HBO series. 6,390 signatures. That's it. All right. And remember when we were talking about the same thing with the Acolyte? Remember that Save the Acolyte petition? That thing was going up over 50, 60, 70,000 signatures. I think it even got up to 80 or 90,000 at some point. And I was like, bruh, y'all need like 500,000 signatures in order for this to work. You're going to need like 500,000 signatures, and then maybe folks start paying attention. You know, it's one thing when the outcry is online, but if people are pushing petitions out there and they're signing letters and they're sending it in to HBO and there's this giant groundswell, right now it's just on social media and a lot of people are just like, yeah, whatever. All right. Yeah, people are pissed off about it, you know, and all of these petitions and all of these rumors, all of this stuff, right? This is just, you know, people trying to speak it into existence. This is just the rumor milling that we always see anytime something happens. Hey, let's see if we can talk this into existence. Let's see if we can keep talking about it, get the attention of the studios, and maybe the actor. You know, maybe Paapa Essiedu is like, yo, I don't really want to destroy the show. You know, I want the Harry Potter fans to have a good time. And honestly, I'm really not feeling like dealing with 10 years of racial humor, racial jokes constantly directed at me. You know, I could come out of this shining like a rose as the good guy. Let me take a different role. That, honestly, to me, that is the only move that's going to happen at this point in time. You know, if they're hoping like, oh yeah, you know, HBO will fire this guy if we put enough heat on, HBO will never fire this dude. It's not gonna happen. Like I said, unless y'all better not send no damn strippers to this shit. But look, I saw this pop up on Screen Rant. Since we do now have some of the castings in there, they put this up here just to kind of say, okay, how will these characters look? You know, they did it with AI. You know, how could they possibly look, you know, as these various characters? So there's Harry Potter, you know, pretty solid. All right. Hermione, look, people are going to still have problems with it, but I think she's going to be just fine. All right. I think she's going to be just fine as Hermione. It's not a big deal, you know, especially when you compare it to Snape. And you got Ron. Ron looks solid too. I think this could be a really good, hey, he looks like a best friend. He's, you know, warm and cheerful, got a ton of freckles, so that works. All right. I was a little iffy on Dumbledore. I was like, I don't know. I'm maybe just too used to the long hair, you know, hair going all the way down his back, though. He'll have a wig. This little thing just kind of threw me off. This beard, it's like, I don't know about that. But I think, you know, John Lithgow is a really, really good actor. I think he's going to pull it off. Bruh. Tell me this dude ain't this dude right here. Tell me he ain't Big Daddy Kane. Tell me he's not Big Daddy Kane. Tell me right now. Bruh, Big Daddy Snape. Get the job done. Holy crap, man. This dude is, you gotta be kidding me. He even got cornrows. He got the, like the 6 o'clock or 12 o'clock shadow or whatever going. This is not gonna work at all. All right. This is absolutely gonna stink, man. He is not Snape. He is just not Snape. And look, like everybody's been saying, he's way too handsome for the role. You could try to put a giant nose on him and have him look all weird and shit. Just cast appropriately. Just cast somebody else, you know. You don't have to go through all of this shit. McGonagall looks pretty good. I think the McGonagall, Janet McTeer, you know, homegirl from, what was it, Ozark? I think she looks pretty good, you know. And Nick Frost as Hagrid. I think this looks pretty solid as well. Professor Quirrell, yep. I mean, all of this looks pretty good, you know, even this Filch. But, yeah, the one thing that's going to just keep standing out is this dude right here. It just doesn't work. They need to pull the plug. They need to find a graceful way, a nice, easy exit ramp for this actor, because otherwise the jokes are just going to be absolutely off the chain. And the Daily Harry Potter was wishing him a happy birthday. And do you think there were warm birthday wishes under this post? No, God, please. Recast, please. It's not too late. It's a vomiting emoji. We all hope that he won't. Happy birthday, but please reconsider for the love of God. Like, this is where everybody is at with it. It is like a 95-5 situation. There are some people out there like, oh, no, I don't have a problem with this casting. This casting is going to work. That's like 5%. The 95, the overwhelming majority of people are like, this is stupid, and I'm not going to watch the show. I'm out. There's no chance in hell I'm going to watch this. A lot of people don't even think it's a necessary reboot. It's too soon. All right. It's like, wait a few years, you know. I said they should have just went straight on with the Marauders and make it like a 5-year series, maybe like the last 5 years of their schooling, you know, in the second year, because I believe that's when they all met anyway. And then you have them, you know, go through the process of learning how to become Animagi, creating the Marauders map, you know, their adventures at the Shrieking Shack. And then you can show the rise of Voldemort during that time. You can show the Order of the Phoenix being built. You got all the other side plots, like, you know, what's going on with Regulus and how he's being corrupted. And, you know, the Lily, Petunia, all that kind of stuff with that family. Like, there's a lot that you could unpack here. There's a lot of gold to mine in this particular era of Harry Potter that a lot of fans would love to see. Hey, flesh it out, right? And then you just lead it all the way up until Lily and James are dead. And then maybe after that, because then you got all the stuff with Barty Crouch and Bellatrix and Lestrange. And there's so much that they could have did with this. And then that actually gives the buffer of time, because now it's like, okay, we can run that for 5, 6, 7 years or whatever. And then that gives enough time for people to miss Harry Potter. And then we're ready. We're ready for Harry Potter to return, because we got this in the meantime. And then now we could get to the main series. That would have been a perfect segue, a perfect little buffer, but they didn't do it. Instead, they're doing Harry Potter, and they're doing this shit. Abracadabra, give me your wallet. This is what we got to look forward to, all right? This is what we got to look forward to for the next, 10 years? Does Paapa Essiedu really have the stomach for all of this? I don't know if he does. You know, he's going to be getting backlash from every corner. And yeah, people will be called racist. Look, I'm going to be making the same damn jokes. I'm going to be making the goblet of Hennessy jokes just like everybody else. Because why not? You guys don't respect the audience, so then we ain't going to respect anything that y'all doing. But again, this is the one opportunity. They're going to be looking back on this time. If they don't change Black Snape, if they don't get Paapa Essiedu, hey, put him in a different role, figure it out. If they don't do that, they're going to be looking back at this time frame and saying, fuck, we should have did it. Damn, man, we really fucked Harry Potter up, man. You only got one chance to get this right. And so y'all better get it right, man. That's all I got to say. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about this, man. Look, I think we're going to get more and more of this. And I think it's just going to continue all the way up until the show starts, if they don't recast them, until they start shooting, and then they don't recast them. And then throughout the entire run of the show, it is just going to be this all day long. Is Paapa Essiedu ready for the smoke? We'll find out. But you guys let me know what you think. Jump down in the comments. Give me your thoughts and opinions on that. And thanks for watching. See you next time.